Level 1, the trusted accountant. Imagine you are an ordinary accountant. You sit in a small office, staring at spreadsheets, fixing tiny number errors all day. One day, a client with almost unlimited money walks into your life. Private jets, offshore companies, donations to powerful institutions. Everything looks legal on paper, but far more complex than anything you've ever seen. They don't hire you because you're the smartest. They hire you because you are quiet, disciplined, and most importantly, trustworthy. And without realizing it, you slowly begin a journey into a world people online often label with dramatic words like Epstein files, Epstein Island, or even Illuminati. Your job is simple: manage complicated financial records for extremely wealthy clients. You don't attend secret meetings, you don't know big plans. You just clean up messy spreadsheets filled with international transactions, investment funds, and legal shell companies. Everything you see is technically legal, but the scale is shocking. Millions moving in minutes, donations to political groups, luxury expenses that cost more than your lifetime salary. You never ask questions. Because good accountants don't ask questions, they fix numbers. This is exactly why they keep you. In powerful circles, loyalty and silence are more valuable than genius. You are paid well now. Better clothes, better apartment, better life. But you still have zero real influence. You are trusted, but only with numbers. This is the entry point into elite systems. Level 2, the confidential insider. After months of flawless work, something changes. You are moved closer to the core clients. Now, instead of basic accounting, you manage sensitive financial structures, international transfers, complex donations, investment routes that connect businesses, charities, and political organizations. You begin to understand something important. Real power is not just about money, it's about how money flows. You also start hearing whispers, names linked to old scandals, references to controversial stories. People online connect with Illuminati. But here's the strange part: no one explains anything directly. You never see a full picture, you only see fragments. One file here, one transaction there. Everything is compartmentalized. This is intentional. Because in elite networks, nobody is allowed to see the entire system, only their small piece of it. Your access increases, but your understanding actually decreases. You know more details, yet less overall truth. And that confusion is exactly what keeps the system secure. You are no longer just an accountant. You are now a confidential insider. Level 3, the private circle member. Soon, the invitations begin. Private dinners, closed conferences, exclusive gatherings where phones are discouraged and conversations stay off the record. Here you see a different side of power. Politicians talk casually with billionaires, media executives laugh with investors, celebrities mingle with policy advisors. No dramatic movie-style scenes, just calm conversations about influence, investments, and long-term plans. This is where you realize something shocking. The elite world runs less on conspiracy and more on relationships. Deals are not always written in contracts. They are built on trust, favors, and mutual protection. You start understanding why outsiders imagine secret societies or Illuminati. Because from the outside, these quiet closed networks look mysterious and untouchable. But from the inside, they feel like a very exclusive business club, where everyone protects each other's interests. You still don't control anything. You mostly observe. But now, you are part of the private circle. Level 4, the gatekeeper of secrets. At this level, your role changes dramatically. You're no longer just tracking numbers. You are now managing risks, reputation risks, financial exposure risks, crisis scenarios. If certain information ever becomes public, you learn how scandals are quietly handled, how legal teams, PR teams, and financial advisors work together to protect powerful reputations. You begin to see how some stories never reach headlines, not because of magic or mind control, but because control narratives or settle problems before they explode. This is when the weight hits you. You now hold sensitive knowledge. Nothing illegal proven, nothing openly evil, but definitely powerful and confidential. And here is the cost. You cannot simply walk away anymore. Leaving would mean destroying your own career, reputation, and future. You are trusted, but also trapped. Now, when people online talk about secret elite groups or hidden influence circles, you don't imagine fantasy rituals. You imagine organized networks of powerful people who share one goal: protect the system that protects them. The more secrets you hold, the less freedom you have. Level 5, the inner circle strategist. Now you sit in strategy rooms, not as the boss, but as a trusted advisor. Discussions are bigger now. Global investments, media narratives, lobbying efforts, long term reputation management. You see how influence flows quietly across industries, how one investment decision can affect news coverage, political funding, and business markets all at once. You also notice elite culture, private traditions, symbolic gestures, inside jokes that only members understand. Outsiders might exaggerate these things into dark rituals, but from inside, they function more like loyalty signals, ways to show belonging to a powerful inner network. Your wealth skyrockets, luxury homes, exclusive travel, VIP access everywhere. But something else grows too: paranoia. You must avoid mistakes, avoid leaks, avoid scandals. One wrong move could expose years of carefully protected influence. You now live with constant pressure. Power gives comfort, but it also removes peace. Level 6, the elite insider. At the final level, your transformation is complete. You are no longer introduced as the accountant. You're introduced as a trusted insider. Your job is to quietly protect the system. You finally see the biggest truth. There is no single mastermind controlling everything. No secret throne room where global decisions are magically made. Instead, there is a highly organized network of wealthy and influential people, each protecting their own interests, yet cooperating when necessary. The so-called elite club is not powered by dramatic rituals or fantasy conspiracies. It is powered by money flow, legal structures, information control, and mutual loyalty. And then comes the final realization. If you disappear tomorrow, the system will not collapse. Another quiet, reliable professional will replace you instantly. You thought you were climbing toward ultimate power, but in reality, you became a very valuable, yet still replaceable part of a massive machine.